Nobody expected this, as we have multiple major Toronto Raptors updates that are coming as a surprise to a lot of Raptors fans after a report that came out from Shams of ESPN. So we'll break all that down, including the latest updates on Jakob Poeltl's recent injury, Bruce Brown, these types of guys, as well as a pretty shocking update regarding former Toronto Raptor Jontay Porter. As if you don't remember, it was one of the biggest betting scandals that are on the go, and we have some new crazy details that have been revealed on that front. So lots of stuff to break down in this video, but before we do, folks, we have a very exciting announcement, as this video is brought to you by rentals.ca, who are proud partners of Team Canada. While they've been supporting our national team defend their home court in international competition, they've been helping thousands of Canadians find their home court all across the country. Whether you're in Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, Calgary, Halifax, Winnipeg, Mississauga, Edmonton, Victoria, St. John's, from coast to coast, rentals.ca helps you find the perfect place and price for you. Their website is clean, it's extremely easy to use, and you can pinpoint exactly on the map where you're interested in moving, and rentals.ca helps you find the perfect spot. Whether you're looking for a house, a condo, apartment, whatever it is, rentals.ca has. They're part of the Canada's largest apartment hunting network, so definitely check them out. The link is in the pinned comment as well as the description down below. And shout out to rentals.ca for being big supporters of this channel for a very, very long time, for supporting Team Canada, but most importantly, supporting all of you guys. I know we're doing these ad reads a ton, but genuinely, they are an awesome company. They're an awesome spot. A bunch of guys in the Digest Media Network have found their spots out there on rentals.ca. I've been scanning a little bit out there on rentals too, trying to find these spots around St. John's, my hometown, but genuinely check them out in the pinned comment as well as the description down below. But let's dive into the news. Let's dive into the madness, as we first have a shocking update on a former Toronto Raptor, as Jontay Porter. One of the crazy stories in Toronto Raptors history. Most people watching this video are probably familiar, but I'll recap it in like 10 seconds. He played for the Toronto Raptors, a two-way guy, got signed on a contract, and then was just actively betting against the Raptors, in games. Evidence was shown about that. He threw a couple games purposely, faked injury, so his unders, you could bet the unders, and other people would be out there making a ton of money betting the unders on Jontay Porter. It was a crazy situation, and now more details have been revealed in regards to the repercussions for Jontay Porter, and frankly, they're fairly shocking, so we'll break those down here. Now, basically, the maximum prison sentence for conspiracy to commit wire fraud is 20 years, but prosecutors have estimated that Porter's sentence will fall in the range of 41 to 51 months. So we're talking about 3 to 4 years, not just, something random, not just some mini sort of slap on the wrist. That is 3 to 4 years of jail time for Jontay Porter, which is honestly pretty crazy. We saw this last year. There were debates about whether or not he should be suspended from the NBA. And of course, if you didn't follow the story, he was banished, not just suspended, expelled from the NBA, unable to return to play ever, in the NBA basketball. So it's, that was a big deal. That was a big sort of stance Adam Silver took at this point. And now prosecutors are expecting him to be sentenced to 3 to 4 years in prison. That's just crazy. That was a shocking update. And, obviously you can't be playing professional sports and betting against your own team. That is a crazy situation. There's a lot of money trading hands and stuff. So I get the NBA, I get federal prosecutors. No one wants people having fraud in their economy. That makes a ton of sense. CoffeeZill's coming out and doing inspections out there on Jontay Porter. But 3 to 4 years in prison on top of getting expelled from the league, on top of all that type of stuff, it just seems crazy, especially with some of the other crimes that are going down, like a non-violent crime. I guess I used to work in financial. I was a programmer for a fintech company. I used to program for NASDAQ, so I know preventive financial crime. It is a big thing. It's a serious sort of stuff, but holy smokes, I was shocked when I saw that sort of expectation for the prosecution. So we'll see what officially comes of this, but I don't know. Crazy situation going on there for Jontay Porter. Still one of the most insane stories in Toronto Raptors history, but we do have an exciting story coming out right now for the Toronto Raptors, as we have multiple major Raptors injury updates. As basically the story this year for the Toronto Raptors has been, what the heck is going on with all these injuries, right? There's no Scottie Barnes has been out of the lineup. IQ has been out of the lineup. Well, mostly out of the lineup for IQ. RJ Barrett was out of the lineup for a ton to start off the season. There are a lot of guys that just haven't been able to stay on the court for the Toronto Raptors. And then, of course, most recent game, you have Jakob Poeltl going down with injury, and things just seem like, hey, we can't catch a break with guys being in line, seeing who we actually have out there on the roster for the future, getting reps, regardless we win, lose, whatever. Again, the Cooper flag, I feel I'm playing this every single video, trying to capture a flag the Raptors are over the course of the season, but it'd be nice to at least have a month stretch, have a few weeks where we could see Immanuel Quickley, Scottie Barnes, RJ Barrett, Jakob Poeltl, Gradey Dick, all these core, heck, even Bruce Brown, all these core players just play together to see what we have out there in terms of talent for this roster moving forward in the next season. But things were even a little bit more worrisome when Scottie Barnes went down with injury a couple days ago, and this report came out from Shams Charania, who is one of the most widely respected, most trusted sources in the NBA. And he came out and said that Scottie Barnes is expected to miss several weeks with a right ankle injury he suffered on Monday, again last week. So we are not even 1 week into this, several weeks. That indicates to me, you could be the language doctor here, but several weeks to me sounds like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rather than 1. But we have a couple crazy updates regarding this whole situation, as news has come out, and we'll break down the Scottie one first, that word is Scottie is being listed as questionable for tomorrow's game against the Brooklyn Nets. Scottie has been cleared for contact and was a full participant in practice today. He'll be back soon. If not tomorrow, it said the ankle is feeling solid after the initial scare last week. So that's positive. I'm so happy that it wasn't as serious as I thought it was going to be, according to Scottie. So very positive news there, because Scottie was on an absolute tear when he went down with injury. The three-point shot was cool to start the season. He started knocking them down. You could see the percentages improving, just even in his last stretch of games, averaging 21 points per game, 8.4 rebounds, 7.4 assists. And again, for a young star, every single game to develop, to prove themselves as a top guy out there in the lineup, it is crucial. I don't care if you guys want this team to lose every single game. Everyone should be out, bench the guys for the entire season. It is extremely valuable for everyone on this group that's a young player to be getting reps over the course of the season. So having Scottie Barnes back into the lineup is a huge, huge positive. The fact that it's not a serious ankle injury, it's just good news. It's good news right there for Scottie Barnes. And we have good news all around, because bad news from Shams, because it seems like he's getting some stuff wrong as of late. He's got agents calling him out. Lots of stuff coming out there on the side of Shams. But good news all around for the Toronto Raptors, because we also have an update for Jakob Poeltl, who had a little bit of a scary injury in the most recent game, for the Toronto Raptors. But we have news coming out on this front, as Josh Lewenberg has reported that Jakob Poeltl has been ruled out for tomorrow's game against Brooklyn. Bruce Brown and Immanuel Quickley remain out as well. Again, you might look at that and be like, oh no, Jakob Poeltl's injured. What's going on here, Ben? Why is this good news? Why are you excited? Well, basically, it's officially a bilateral groin strain for Poeltl. He is day-to-day. So in Raptors term, or not Raptors terms, in NBA terms, day-to-day, you're talking 1-2 games. Now, we have seen MLSE, we have seen the Raptors, we've seen especially the Maple Leafs as of late lie in regards to the day-to-day stuff, the back-and-forth things there. So, maybe Jakob Poeltl's out a month day-to-day, because I think Bruce Brown's been day-to-day for like 3 weeks. So maybe I'm getting a little bit excited, a little bit positive, over positive here with Jakob Poeltl out there. But day-to-day sounds a lot better than out indefinitely, or out for 3-4 weeks, out for this type of stuff. So groin strains, you do not want to rush back. That's a tough injury. That can be very acute for different teams. So having Jakob Poeltl be day-to-day, hopefully it's just something extremely minor. They should not rush Jakob Poeltl back. But again, he's having a phenomenal season this year as well. This can't be understated. 16 points per game, 11 rebounds, 3 assists. Very efficient from the field, only 29 years old. Another guy that just getting reps with this Raptors core group is something that you'd love to see. So we'll see how everything shakes out. But positive news out there on the injury front. Things are looking a lot less dire than they have in previous seasons. I don't know, previous days for this Raptors team. We'll see how it all goes. But folks, you guys are the best thing as far as subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. I mean, if you guys are a part of that, if I have the right button, there we go. That's 67% of our viewers that haven't hit the subscribe button just yet. Hit that subscribe button. What are you doing? Anyways, appreciate every single one of you. Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas, folks. We're in that Christmas season now. Get that stuff going. Anyways, I'm signing out. Cheers.